We could watch a classic like, say, Tarzan the Ape Man. Let's see. Here's something. No, not that. Maybe say something like Bette Midler's Gypsy. That could be a possibility. But I have a feeling I know the perfect film that we can watch. That the evil either have the feels at the end of it. In this case, a film called A Family Thing. It's a 1996 American drama film starring Robert Duvall, James Earl Jones, Irma P. Hall.
Now, don't you forget your old auntie.
And I don't think I could hardly do that. Now, could I?
You take care now. Bless your heart.
What was it about? Well, in this case, Earl Pickner, an equipment and rental company business owner, in Arkansas, received a shocking letter from his mother on her deathbed, and then finds out that he has, African-American brother named Ray. And in a way, basically, they, are trying to, in a way, know each other. Because, Ray already knows about his, half-brother and all that. Basically, they, Earl basically gets an understanding of, say, the idea of a found family. I gotta say, this was wonderful. It was so good, and yet I'm gonna say, it almost brought me to tears and such. I thought this was so good, the opening sequence in, when Earl, finds that his mother's dying.
You take care of your family, Earl.
Yes, ma'am.
Use my memory to help you do that.
I always do. That's the first thing. I always take care. That's what you taught me.
And all that, and then, he's eventually goes to meet his, his half-brother, Raymond, and all that, and at first, they don't seem to like each other, Raymond's, saying, yeah, oh, I know you.
Seems like your mama was a pretty good woman.
She was.
And all that, I think James Earl Jones, he does a wonderful performance in this film, being the, found family relative that you don't know, but eventually you come to like and love. There are some really a lot of standout moments, say, the sequence in which Earl is, he's ran away from, the home. What ends up happening is, after, an accident, Earl gets beat up, and his truck gets stolen, so that's why he ends up staying, with Ray. And one thing, the character of Aunt T, played by Irma P. Hall, she does such a wonderful job. This sequence in which, she's saying, everything she wants from the grocery store and all that. She's, going to accept Ray, even though, she hasn't seen him in quite a long time.
And Tommy, I want you to meet my nephew, Earl. He's up here visiting from Arkansas. He's Ray's brother.
You visiting from Arkansas? Ray? How you doing, Earl?
Pretty good.
You, Ray's brother?
And But and then you also have the character of Virgil, who at first is like say like I don't want anything to do with him and all that stuff. But eventually, like Earl basically tells like say yeah like he learns that Virgil had like lost he got into a uh, injury where he wasn't able to play football much anymore, and he has to talk with him and all that.
And he said one thing and went back to sharpening an axe blade. He said being happy ain't nothing more than having something to look forward to and helping your people to have something to look forward to. I reckon that's what gets me through till tomorrow. Now, you and me, let me tell you, have something in common. Besides, you know what. I mean, we both found out one day later on in life that life wasn't going to be what we thought it was.
And he's telling him about a friend, or was telling him about a friend he knew growing up, and basically trying to say, hey, you got a family, you got some daughters, a wife, and all that. Be there for them and all that. And it's so good. I'm gonna say the biggest cinematic moment, at least I think so, is the sequence in which we're discovering the backstory for the character of Earl and all that. And after that, eventually they have both Raymond and Earl come to respect and care for each other.
You want to snort? I won't bite you.
And eventually, they go to see, both of them go to see their mother's grave in Arkansas. Oh man, I don't want to sugarcoat this, but I thought this was so good. I know I'm sounding emotional, but you probably already know this from watching it for a while. But some films make me emotional. I thought this was really good. I thought all the actors did a great job. I thought the direction was good. Yeah, I this is a film I'm gonna eventually maybe someday come back to. I really do. Or heck, I'm gonna even recommend it. I actually highly recommend checking this out. As one of those films that when you think of James Earl Jones, that this is one of them.
You sure this is it?
I'm sure.
And all that. I'll see you next time.